Hi and welcome. My name's Ken Fisher and this is Live Link Training. Now today I want to talk to you about something called the Libraries panel. Now I think this is an amazing feature. If you've got the photography package with Creative Cloud, then you get some free server space. And what I can do now is I can store a lot of my assets in the cloud. And I can have them, basically get access to them wherever I am. All I need is access to the internet. So I'm never going to lose anything. And this is really good. Now here, I'll just close that down. Here we go. We've got the Libraries panel. So we're going to go to Window and Libraries, and it opens up the Libraries panel. Now all these are libraries, and these are areas where I've created information. So if I go to this, I've got some sub things in here like me webinar brushes, so I can store brushes, textures. I've got some vignettes. I've got some colors. You can store colors. You can store anything, and it is really cool. Now what I'll do, I'll just close these up and I'll go and I'll create a new library just to show you because I don't want to mix anything up or delete anything accidentally. So we'll create a new library and I'll call it Demo, and I'll click Create. And now I've got some groups I can create within my library. So I'm going to get it set for view by group anyway. And if I go down to the bottom here, I can create a group or I can add elements. Well, what I'll do is I'll create a new group. And I use textures a lot, and so every time I'm out, if I'm photographing, I'm always looking for nice textures. So we'll call this group, say, textures. So at the moment it's empty, but what I've got it now is, let's say we've got this, and this is a texture. It's a blurry image that I took while I was out with my camera, and I now want it to save it, so I might be able to use it for something as a background. So I'm going to get my move tool. I'm going to make sure that my textures is open, and then it tells you there, drag library items into this group. So I'm going to grab this, drag it, and just wait till the blue appears around the outside and drop it. And there it is. That's now uploading, and you can see that this little doohickey down here, it's going round in the background. It's uploading that, and it's finished already. It's uploading that onto the cloud. And now if I come and I think, oh, I could do with that as a background to another image, then all I've got to do is go into here, click and drag and drop it. So I can now put that in any position I want, and then start looking. And it also brings it in as a smart object from the cloud, which is great. And I can then start playing with some different blend modes. Okay, next we've got brushes. I use an awful lot of brushes, so I can put them on the cloud as well. So in my demo library, I'm going to create another group, and I'll call this group brushes. Okay, now I need to go and open my brushes folder, and here we've got all my brushes that I use. And I can pick any of these. Let's say because I make a lot of my own brushes anyway, but I've got a dirt brush. So I think, well, I'd like that. So I can just click and drag it and drop it into my brushes. And there it is, all ready to go. And I could try another. I've got let's try my watermark. I can click on that, drag it across, and drop it in there. And I can actually rename things. So I've got my dirt brush, I've got my watermark, that's fine. I could try any other one. I've got a scratch static. Let's take that and drop it in there. And then if I wanted to change that, I could just double click on the word and call it, just call it scratches. It's okay. So I can build up brushes, I can build up textures. If I've got anything like images, so I can put some images in as well as a new group. So let's go down, click on the group icon, call that images, and then if I've got any images, like, oh, let's try demo 1. Okay, that's a decent image. Get me move tool, click and drag it and drop it in images, and there it is. And you'll see now it's updating that to the cloud. And I get these wherever I go. So if I've got, like, if I'm out on location somewhere and I think I need some me brushes to do a job, then they might be in the actual backup brushes might be on my external hard drive, and I might not have it with me, so I can't use them. But if I can get on Wi-Fi, then I've got access to all these brushes and all these assets no matter where I am. And now you can see that it's easy peasy. Let's go back to my demo 3. If I want my background, I'll just drag that and drop it in. Okay, there. And then if I want me brushes, I can look in there. I think, oh yes, I'd like to do a few scratches. So I'm going to need an empty layer to put that on. So I'll put an empty layer. Oh, that's a bit big. Yeah, we'll take that a bit smaller. And then I can put a few scratches on. What have I got? I'm only on 23%. There we go. Got some scratches. And then if I want another brush, let's say my watermark, I can bring that into play as well and stick my watermark on there. I don't want it in black, let's have it in white. There, that. And I'm doing all that from the libraries panel, which is absolutely great. Now, what about colour? Okay, well, let's have another group. We'll have a new group and we'll call it colour. And what I'll do is you may have, let's say, a set of colours that a specific client has, or a specific set of colours that you want to remember. So let's go and say I want a bright red. Okay, then I can go down to the plus icon at the bottom of the libraries panel and I can add the foreground colour. So that now gives me, and this is the hexadecimal reference for that colour, that gives me a nice red. I can then go and say, well, I want a nice blue colour to go with that. Click OK, and then I can go plus and add my foreground colour. Is that not cool? And all that is saved and is safe on the cloud. But these are coming to the bottom here. They're not grouped. So what I've got to do is just click and drag them and drop them into the colour group. And then I can close all them up and it's nice and neat. But I've got colour, I've got my images, I've got brushes, and I've got all my textures, all right at hand for me to use. Okay, I hope that was useful for you in understanding a little bit about the library panel. If it was, then give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment under the video. And if you get a minute, click that subscribe button. It really helps me to get more out of the YouTube algorithm and reach more people with my videos. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.